friends, welcome to my channel. Before moving further, we are today conducting a live webinar based on Elliott waves for our Telegram members. My YouTube channel is Sunither, and if you have not subscribed, you can click the bell icon and subscribe to my channel. And our Telegram channel, Stock Market for Beginners, you can join that. This is not a tip providing channel, and this is a learning channel. We share our learning and findings with each other, and we regularly conduct free webinars so that our knowledge is increased. You can join this. In fact, today we are also conducting this webinar, so let us start that. Thank you.
So today the topic is actually higher highs and higher lows, and how to define an uptrend and how to define a trend change. So now trend always makes a higher high and higher low. So suppose this is a high and this is a low. Then when this high is crossed, it means now we have made a higher high that is higher than the previous high. And when it makes the low, this low is always higher than the previous low. So this is the definition of uptrend. And when you see buy the dips, it means buy the dips when market is in uptrend because higher high and higher low are formed. So these are the dips. This is the dip, this again makes a dip, and these are the dips. So this is a uptrend. But reverse, at the end of the trend, what happens that this first something like this will happen, this will break the previous lower high, and when it goes again up, this high will be lower than the previous high, and it will again break this. So this high will be lower than this. It means now this uptrend is over, and now it's not an ideal time to invest. So is this point clear? Anyone? Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir, it is clear.
Okay. So now, let us apply this now. Let us see how we can, apply all these on a monthly chart. And this is, let us, for instance, I will explain this in ICICI Bank right from the start of the chart. I mean, it's 2000, it's 2009. I mean, 1 Feb 99. So right from the start, let us see if we are invested in any stock, what will be the, where our stop loss will hit, where we have to change the position. Let us see. So now this is one high and this is a low, this is a low and this is the high, right? So when this high is crossed, it means the stock is in uptrend now, because again this high is greater than this high. So now this is the first time when anyone should invest in a stock, and the stop loss for this ideal stop loss is the swing low, that is this one. So once, now suppose after this, the peak is there, so this is the high which is higher than this, and now again, uh, right now at this point also the stop loss is this one only for a long term investment. Now when it makes a dip, now see, you can draw a trend line here, and you see this falling like this. So this is the dip. So this dip should be bought, and now at this time you don't have to trace the stop loss here. Stop loss is here only. Once this high, you can see, you can see once this high is again taken out. Now see, at this point this high is taken out. So at this point the stop loss get reversed to this point, because now this is the low, new lower low, the new higher low. Previously this was the low, now this is the low because this high is again taken out. So once this high is again taken out, you can see again this makes a low here. So at the formation of low, this is not a low. Once this high is again taken out, See, at this point, this high is again taken out. So once it crosses this high, this swing low changes to this. So from this point, now this is the new trailing stop loss. So if you are in a trend from you started here, so see your trailing stop loss is never hit. It gets updated. Once this high is taken out, this becomes a trailing stop loss. Once this highs get taken out, this becomes. Once new high is formed, this becomes. See, once this high was taken out here, this becomes a stop loss. See, this stop loss was also not hit during COVID. This is a COVID fall, and again this high. So now this COVID low is becomes the stop loss. So is this point clear, or there is some gap?
So Sunny, if stock dips below, and when we see on a weekly chart that again previous week ka high is not broken and it has made a new, it is not breaking the previous week high. Current week it is always staying above the previous week high and it's continuing. So
See,
what do we infer?
this is monthly, right? So monthly means very long time investment. Now you can do
Yes,
the
yes.
you can do the same on weekly, and different thing can happen on a weekly chart. So now suppose uh, let us start from here. Now as soon as see, before this point is taken out, this all can be just this is not actually a higher high as per weekly chart until and unless it breaks this. Okay, but if you go to a daily chart, the story will be different. Because there may be a retracement like this on a daily chart. On a weekly chart, this may be like this. So once on a daily chart, this part is taken out, it means the trend has changed. Is this one clear or not?
Okay, yes.
So it depends on the time of, on a 5-minute, this is different. On a some investors only look at weekly chart. So for them, they have to see a bigger trend change has happened, because after this point you can confirm previous high is taken out. It means now this becomes the new stop loss is this. But after, suppose this is a high of this, right? So after this you see a dip. So after this dip, this high is also changed. So this becomes a new stop loss. So let us see where we were taken out in this case. Are we taken out or not? So this is the stop loss. After this, you can see this is the top it made, right? And after that it made a dip. So this was a new stop loss. This high was crossed by this, and once price broke this, it means trailing stop loss is hit. Is this clear?
Yes.
So now tell me your doubt. Do you have the doubt?
So, so Sunny, I was doing the same thing on Godrej properties. Last 2 weeks, I'm noticing something. So, can you just open weekly chart of Godrej?
Okay.
So, I was trying to think from last 2 weeks, this stock is trying to do something, or maybe
See,
what do you call trend change?
so where exactly higher low was broken? This is the point. This was a trailing stop loss in this case. So once this is broken, so trend has changed in this.
Okay.
So now for an uptrend, now similarly you have to do on a for when the uptrend will start. Now this is one wave. This is the high, this is the low. So this becomes the lower low, right? This low is lower than this low.
Yes.
So now this is the lower low, first lower low. But for a downtrend, we need lower low and lower high also. So if suppose after breaking this, it does not, I mean, it again goes above this, then that is not a trend change. The trend change only happens if again we have a lower high also. So this is a lower high. Are you able to get, I mean, see this? See,
Okay. Yes,
see,
yes.
first time this broke the low. So this becomes a lower low. So after this does not mean trend has changed. But after that, we have to see whether it will form a lower high or it will again form, I mean, go above this. So in this case, it again formed a lower high and broke this also. So now we can confirm this trend has changed.
Okay.
So now, I mean, what will be the reversal in this? Now this stock is not eligible for investment. See, now the reversal, this is the, always think you, if you are the buyer, where is the stop loss of seller? Stop loss of seller will be at the swing high. So this is the swing, this is the swing high. So if price goes above this, right? So it means now this is a new higher, this is a first higher high, because
Correct.
this high is greater than this. And if again forms one lower, it makes a higher low, that low should be, I mean, above this low.
Yes, to confirm, yes.
Right. And then if it goes again this, now you can, now see, you have to see the stop loss. The stop loss is always the swing low. If it goes above this, your stop loss is this. See, the risk is this much here, but in this case the risk is this much. So see the risk difference.
Okay, risk reward. Okay.
So now do you have the same doubt or it is clear?
No, I think I am clear. I was just watching it very closely because there I had an investment in this.
Yeah, I mean, you had asked me this, and I think I have also marked these waves in this. So what is, I
Yes,
mean,
yes.
so see, after fifth, let me clear this again. See, I had, I mean, previously also told you that look for something like this on a weekly chart, and this is already formed in this, right? I already, so see, I mean, understand this also. What is this? This is one, this is downtrend, like this is lower low, and this low is lower than this low, right? Now in a inverse head and shoulders pattern, at this point, this becomes the first higher high, right? And this also makes one higher low also, which is greater than this. So that's why a pattern like inverse head and shoulder works, because basically it is just higher high and higher low concept.
Okay, got it.
uh, See, this is actually volume profile, this is trading view, and this is paid, but on fires also, on fires you can get this for free. If you have fires account, this is free in fires. So is this concept clear to everyone? So let us see on, I mean, Nifty also, how, I mean, where a lower low. Let us see for weekly only, because the trend change on a monthly and weekly, I mean, at monthly level, it changed after a lot of time. And see, the Dow theory also states that once a trend is formed, there should be significant evidence. Like if an uptrend, you know, there is a reason for uptrend, there will be at least for some more time that uptrend will stay. So there should be a significant evidence that trend has changed. So let us see at what moment the trend change on a weekly chart. See, this is COVID fall. Similarly, if now during COVID fall there was a vertical fall, so the last swing high is this only. So until and unless price goes above this on a weekly level, the trend change on a weekly level will not take place. On a daily level, you may see this vertical fall will be like this, there will be swings in that, So on a daily level, the trend may change, the uptrend on a daily level, but on a weekly level, the last swing is this only. So unless and until, because this is a vertical fall, if there were suppose this fall was like this, then you can say this is the last swing. But see, this is a vertical fall. In that case, the last swing becomes the last swing high. So unless and until it goes above this, then you can say now what this is the first time, this is the stop loss. But once it makes a dip, see, this is a dip and it again goes above this, so this becomes the next trailing stop loss. And you can again and again see, now after this high is crossed, so this high is again crossed, so this becomes a trailing stop loss. Again it makes a dip, again this high is crossed, this becomes a, so now see, you can see this on a weekly level, price has broken this also, right? This is broken, so it means this is the first lower low, right? Why this is the first lower low? Because you see, this is the last swing high, and all these have not gone above this, right? So we, while considering the high, we have to always consider the highest point. So this is the highest point, right? And this is the lowest point in this. All this in between is correction. Unless and until this breaks this, now this has broken this part, it means we got the first lower low. But if again this goes above this, then this means the downtrend is not there. However, if it forms if it forms something like this to make a lower low and again breaks this, then you can see by putting this as stop loss, you are in a shorting position in this, right? Because this is the first lower low, and you again got a lower low, and you have also got a lower high. Is this clear? Is this clear or not? Anyone?
Yeah, got it.
So see, this is a weekly, and like I said, on a weekly time frame, it takes a lot of time. Now let us see the trend change on a lower cycle. See, I mean, these all, see, you have to fix, this is the last swing, right? So in between, all this has happened like this. Let me clear this again. See, in terms of Elliott, this is a wave, this is a correction, and this is the next impulse. So all this is the last low, and then this is a one upswing. So all this has happened between this only. This is a range actually, like this. This is a range. It neither is breaking the top of previous, neither it was breaking the low. Now price is broken at the first time, it has broken the low. It means there is a range breakout, right? But after this, it has again come upwards. So if it again falls it below this, then that will mean this is again a lower high. If this is the high and this is the low, so it means now that as per our definition, we have got a new trend change as per weekly also. On a daily level, see, if we break this on a daily, the trend change has happened here only. Let me show you that. See, on a daily time frame, here, this point is the last low, price goes above. See, at this point, it makes a lower low and it breaks. So at this point, the trend change happened. This was the bar on 22 November. So at this point on a daily time frame, the trend has, that trend changed into a downtrend, this bar, because it satisfies all the condition. First lower low we got, and lower high is this, and this is a lower low which is lower than the previous low. And after that you can see there is a fall also. See, right after this, see on a daily level, this previous low was taken out here. So that's why, but that is the main thing that I told, that this is the, we also need a lower, this is the high, right? This high is greater than this, but we need a lower, I mean, we need a high low which is greater than this one. See, we never got that one because price never crossed this high again. If you fix this and this, if this was an uptrend, this should be broken like this, but you see it never happened. It never happened. This is the, this was a high which is lower than this, and it again broke here. So now the reference point changes. So reference point becomes again this. So now you can see price moving in between and again breaking this. So reference point changes this to this. Now suppose if price goes above this, so it means it is a first high. And if price comes like this and again breaks this, then that means the trend has changed. So is this understood or? So if you guys speak up, then only I will know. Otherwise, I will not know.
So the trend will be changed only if it is breaking the higher, lower high.
See,
The lower high.
let me
higher
again draw this. Trend change happens only this. So always remember this diagram. This is high. This is higher low than this low. So always fix the first part, and then trend will change once you get the first higher high and first higher low. So first higher low is this, first higher high is this. If you only get one high and then this breaks this, then this is not a trend change. See, this is the noise which you get on a smaller time frame like daily. On a weekly, this rarely will happen. But if you go to a smaller time frame, then there will be more noise because the lows will get broken. But if you're following a high time interval, then these noise will not be there. So suppose if we go to an hourly chart. See, now after this point, you saw there was significant upside, right? So what was the last point of last, I mean, this was the point, right? So once price goes above this, so at this point, the price is above this. See, now after this does not confirm the uptrend. But after this, if price again forms a low and again goes above, at this point, you can see now price is in some form of uptrend on the hourly chart. And you can, if you keep this low as the stop loss, you keep there was significant upside on this, right?
Yeah.
So let us see if this applies to, I mean, at the point of this. So let us see on Reliance. See, I had actually shared this diagram also in the Telegram group. See, I had pointed out this high, this again low, this high, this again low, this high, this again low, right? So once this is broken, you can see how it is falling, right? See again on this side also. This is just an hourly time frame, and this is high, this is low, this is high, this is low, this is, but this is one. So let me again draw. This will depend if you are using a 5 to 10 time interval, but on a 1 hour, you have to consider like this. This is 1, this is low, this is 1, and once if this trailing stop loss is hit and you again are getting highs that are lower than this, then it confirms our downtrend in this. And let us see how it came. I mean, this is a rise from this to this, and how that you can find out real time.
See, every stock, I think every stock can be analyzed. It will work based on that the chart basis. It also depends on the market and depends on the company, the at the moment how it is performing. Also matters, right? So, can we invest or can we get into the market based on that the chart analysis?
Obviously, see, now you should tell me which stock you want me to pick. Any stock your favorite. I mean, tell me any stock you want me to check.
Gold, you can go gold, XAUSD.
Which time frame?
If you want to enter which time frame, we have to look into that.
No.
Kind of.
I mean, you want I mean trading, or you want a longer view?
Trading, intraday.
Okay. So always first, I mean, you have to first form a view, like we teach in our Telegram that you have to form a view what is going on, and then on intraday you can go to a smaller chart.
Smaller chart means how many minutes? How much time? 15 minutes, 5 minutes?
See, let me check first what is the chart. Okay. See, so on a monthly you can see this has broken this, right? So this is a this is, let me clear this first. So this is actually in a correction right now on a monthly time frame. So if now first wave which we say is A, and after that we get some correction, so that is B, and it can come down to C, form C. This is our monthly, this is our view that on a long chart this has to come down, right? And is this point clear till now?
Yeah.
So now we come to weekly, and
so for the monthly view, we want to say that it had to come down.
Right, on a monthly it has to come down, right? And you can see also this is see, this is this is fast, right? And after that this is a corrective pattern which we teach. This is either this something like this, but on a weekly time frame there may be one move that will go above this. Let me clear that.
So so how can we decide, how can we confirm whether it will go down or go up? So come up, go up or down?
See, first you have to form a, see, now as per monthly, this is basically a correction. This was the impulse, and I need another impulse down. Okay, now that down move will come once this correction is over. So it may take 1 month, it may take 2 months, it may take 3 months, I don't know. Then I have to go to a lower time frame and see what is going on, whether it will come down right away or it will make one more up move. So now I will see on the weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame, if this whole is a B on monthly, then this is now this is A. Now this is the first impulse. First impulse for B we can have ABC. So ABC, this is the first A in that, and this is the correction, and this is C, right? So after this, if I again let me remove this. So if you draw these at this trend line, now if you apply again the similar concept of trend on this is the last lower low, last higher low. If price again falls below this, so now you are expecting a fall in this. So So see, now this is a weekly, but it may form like this and again go above this. We have to check the lower lows and lower high. Now, if suppose on a intraday, on a 1 hour, you want me to, what will happen, right? So apply the same concept here. See, this was the low, it formed a high, and this broke. So now you are in a selling, right? So you are in a sell in this. So it formed this high, it again formed a low. So now suppose if this high is taken out and we again get a low, so now this becomes a stop loss for buying, and you are in this trade. Is this clear or not?
I'm sorry, I think I could you please once again?
Now suppose you are selling here, right? You sold here, reason because this last lower low, this low got broken, right? So now suppose you're selling here, your stop last at this moment, your last trailing stop loss will be this. Is this clear?
Okay.
Okay. So now suppose price goes above this, it means seller's stop loss is hit.
Yeah.
So now if you again get a dip and high, it means now this is an uptrend because you have got a high and a low greater than this low.
Again, this will be stop loss. That will be stop loss.
This will be stop loss. So if you are a trader, then you have to strictly follow this.
Okay.
Now suppose on a 5 minute, this becomes more messy. Let us see on that also. See, last stop loss on a 5 minute is this, and then you got a fall. This you got a high, but this is not greater than this, right? So you got again fall, but now again this is not breaking this. So basically this is in a range in 5 minutes. This is the higher end of this range, this is the lower end. Now suppose you got again break this range, it means your trend is continuing in this, right? But for trend change, you have to wait for a breakout of this range, and again you need a low. Is this point clear? So trend change definition happens only if you get a higher high also and higher low also. If it breaks like this and again comes and break this, then this is not a trend change.
So without breaking that, it has to move. Only then we call it as a trend change.
Right. See, this is actually
either the lower high or the higher high or the lower low.
Yeah, this is what is it? I mean, actually trading happens on this, but where Elliott helps us, it helps us to form the view. Like if I have to invest, I can see this is a correction and I'm expecting one view down. Even if it goes up, I will not invest because my view is that it will go down. Right?
Sir, what about TCS?
See, I have already, I think only 4 or 5 minutes left. I mean, let us see on the IT index.
TCS.
Let me show on TCS. Okay. See, many people want to invest in IT because they have seen that IT is only rising. But same thing was happening to pharma. If you see the charts or in 2014, the pharma were at the peak and everything in pharma was going up and up only. But after that, pharma also crashed. So same thing, IT is happening now. IT, I don't think will again start this trending move up, but now it's in a range, right? So this is the first down move. After this, you will get up move, but that will be a correction and not the impulsive move. Understand the difference. On the right side, you are getting a trending upside move, but now the move that you will get on the upside will be corrective mostly, and it will not be impulsive, and it will in a range. Like if it now suppose this is fallen this, it can do and touch again this high, but don't expect it to again cross this like this, because
You
I mean, it can again, it can after, I mean, 2-3 years, it can again and touch this also. But then again, it will fall, because correction is always 3 waves. Like we have already seen, correction is always 3 waves. So if on a weekly chart, now first you see this is trend change happening here. You see this low getting broken here, right? So now we have to wait when will be the first higher high on a weekly time frame. So suppose this, like this happens, then at this point we will get the first higher high, and then we should also get a lower high which is lower high which will be higher than this one. Then only we should say now we can invest. Now at this point, no one can tell when this scenario will happen. But we want for our investment that this should happen, because now suppose you are saying this has correction, right? This is corrected and we should invest, but we don't know whether this will stop here, or this can stop in fact here also, here also, here also. So you don't know where it will stop, right? Now suppose you can apply, you can say that this is a demand zone, it should rise, but again there is a supply also. This is also a supply area, this is a demand area, so it will most probably in like this on in this range only. And I don't think this will be I mean the IT sector will be now same, it will rise the same way. Few years back it was the major I mean it showed a big up move. I don't think the same will happen now. So you have to see some other sector only, you have to find some other sector only.
So you mean to say that the investment in IT sector is not recommended at this moment?
At this point, because of the correction, if you are investing, then don't expect that you will get either, and I mean it will not be fast also, it will not be, I mean more than this range only. If it goes, it will go to this range only. So if you are investing in TCS, don't expect it to cross more than 4,000. It will be in a range only.
These days, auto is looking good, like auto, pharma,
Yeah, so you have
sector,
to,
sector.
so you have to see other charts only, like auto is good, so you have to see other I mean other, you have to identify the sector, which sector is doing good.
Recently, pharma is going up.
See, best sector at this time is this, but I am waiting for the correction first. But this is the best sector even if you want to invest, because this point it will go, I mean this is already traveling above the previous resistances, right? So in the coming years this will go one more move up like this. There is no overhead resistance also in this case. But
No, this is for the 1 year, or how much duration you have taken, the period?
this is monthly chart,
Okay.
so it means as
How
per
do you say this one, this will go up
see
based on chart analysis? This one.
I am not sure, but
Because
this see whatever I taught today, this is the stop loss for me. So in any case, is this is the, I mean, is this pattern familiar to you?
Yeah.
This is a multi-year breakout actually, because you see 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, and 4 time it broke. Now let us see on experience how I am telling this is a good chart. See Reliance Industry. Let me go to the monthly chart in Reliance Industry. See this. This happened in 2017.